This is the second lesson of filters and search component training. And in this lesson, we're going to take the OE history view and add 3 more filters to that grid. So let's get started. We're starting off in the project Filters and Search Component Training. We'll begin by copying from our last lesson, lesson 1.2, building the OE history grid, and list value filters. These are all going to be list values. We're not going to change anything in the SQL statement. And we're going to add several different values here right up front. First is manufacturing location. And then the prepayment flag, and then the ship via code. You see, come back up here near the top, and then the original word type. Okay. So the location is going to be a drop-down list. It's just called location. This will be a select statement from IAMLoc. And we just need the location and its description. The prepayment flag is in this group, but it's not really a list. It's actually a checkbox because it's a yes/no value. But we put it in this group for training. A ship via code is a list, and it's a manual fill, and it's going to build off of SQL. That's the SY codes table. We actually have one view just for the ship via. Take the code and description. Just rename these so they look nicer. Code and description. And then the ORD type is another list, and it's hard-coded. And these could be an O as an order, an I as an invoice, and a C as a credit. Okay. So, we've got a manufacturing location, which is a drop-down list location, and it's defined by SQL. We have a checkbox yes, no, a manual fill, and a hard-coded list. So let's look at all that. We had the order range before. We had an invoice date, which we need to reset because we've created a new view. We have a customer entry value that we validated in the last one. Oops. Location's not filling. And a prepayment. Let's check the location. Let's drop down the list. SQL fill. Need to check that. There we go. So otherwise it was going to be hard-coded. I had to select whether it was SQL fill. That's how we did it. Could have done it either way. Now this is a manual fill where I can just select a few values in any order I want. And then here we have a checkbox. And I noticed also I lost my descriptions. Let's put those back in on the ship via code, or I didn't put them in just to make this look nice. That's why I have the previews. And the order type. Now you see we have ship via and order type. So let's go ahead and run this. Okay, let's stretch this out just a little bit. Well, we're going to use all orders. We have 901. Set our start date. We're going to do the Boston plant. And prepaid's going to be no, because all my data is no. It's all UPS, credits, orders, invoices, and credits. And there's our data. And that's the end of this lesson. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video tutorial, and I encourage you to move on to the next video tutorial in this series.